Assistant Professor at Instrumentation Department of ASSMS IIT Pune, presenting here Industrial Management and Business Organization. So in this video, we will see what is meant by business, what are the different types of business organizations, functional areas of a business, levels of management, and management functions. So firstly, we will see what is the definition of a business. So business is nothing but an organization or economic system where goods and services are exchanged for one another or for money. So we can say that the business organization as a transformation system. There are various inputs of the business organizations like land premises, materials, labor, technology, finance, managerial skills, etc. And the outputs of the business organizations are goods, services, ideas, information, etc. So we can say that these business organizations are transformation systems, means we are transforming this input into the outputs like goods, services, or ideas or information. So we are utilizing the various inputs like man, material, machine, money, and while utilizing these various resources or various inputs to the business organization, we are producing goods, services, if it is a service industry, then ideas, information. So business organization can be treated as a transformation system. Now, if while running the business, we should very much clear idea about what is an industry and what is a market. Okay, so industry means it is a collection of shares where goods and services are given to the market. The industry gives goods and services to the market, and market gives money to the industry. Industry gives information to the market, and market communicates with the industry. So industry is nothing but collection of sellers, and market is a collection of buyers. Now, what are the various types of business organizations? So, in broad classification, there are three main types of business organizations. The first one is the sole proprietorship, second one is the partnership, and third one is the corporation. Okay, a sole proprietorship is a business owned by one person. A partnership is a business owned by two or more people. And a corporation is a legal entity owned by shareholders. Okay, so in the example, we can say that in sole proprietorship, that is a business owned by only one person. So that's why it is called as sole proprietorship. A partnership is a business owned by two or more people. For example, if there is an architecting firm and there are two partners, means that is a business owned by two people. That's why it is called as a partnership. Okay, there may be a more people also involved in a partnership. And in a corporation, it is a legal entity owned by the different shareholders. So, who are or what are the elements of managing this process? Okay, so that is called as a management. Okay, so management is related to the creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship, organizational structure and form, marketing, human resource management, operations management and logistics, etc. So what are the different functional areas of a business? Okay. So different functional areas of a business are human resources, then finance and accounts, production or operations, administration, IT support, marketing and sales, and very important is research and development. Okay. So while running a business, there are various function areas. Human resource is one of the major resource of the organization. Then finance and accounts are related to the funding of the organization. Then if it is a manufacturing industry, then the production, the various operations involved in the production process, those are the functional areas. There is administration and IT support is required in the business by running the business. Marketing and sales is one of the major functional area, and research and development is required for doing innovation in your existing product. So these are the various functional areas of a business. Now we have seen that business is a transformation process. So all this transformation process has to manage by running the business, right? So in an organization, the input that is people, finance, material that we have to manage this transformation process to produce goods, services, reputation, best, etc. Okay, so using the external environment, the feedback is given and all in this organization, all this how the transformation process how to manage. Okay, that is called as managing organization and environment. Who is going to manage all these things? So a manager is a person who is going to manage all these managing transformation processes. So the manager, so who managers are? So managers are someone who coordinates and oversees the work of other people in order to accomplish organizational goals. Now, how to classify managers in organizations? Okay, so there are different levels of management or managers. So we can say the non-managerial employees at the bottom line. Here we can say the various functional areas of a business. Above the non-managerial employees, there is a first line managers, then above that middle managers, and above that top managers. Let's see one by one these levels of management. So the lowest level of management, okay, that is called also called as a first line managers. So these managers manage the work of non-managerial employees who typically are involved with producing the organization's products or servicing the organization's customers. Okay, so at the first level of first line managers, they are often called supervisors, shift manager, district manager, department manager, office managers. So all these types of managers are come at the lowest level of management. That is the first line manager. Now next level is middle level of management. So at the middle managers, they manage the work of first line managers. Okay. So these middle level managers are called regional managers, project leaders, store managers, division managers. So all these are the examples of middle level of management. Now next is the upper level of management. So the upper level of management is called as the top managers. So these top managers are responsible for making the organization-wide decisions and establishing the plans and goals that affect the entire organization. So these top managers are Executive Vice President, President, Managing Director, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Executive Officer, etc. Okay. So to understand these levels of management, we can thought that a simple example of taking the engineering institute. So in engineering institute, the low level management are the teachers, the faculty members. Okay. Now above the middle level managers are the HODs and the top level managers are the principals. Okay. Now next is what is management? What is mean by this management? So management involves coordinating and overseeing the work activities of others so that their activities are completed efficiently and effectively. So these two words are very much important in the line with management, efficiently and effectively. Or we can say the management is the art of getting work done through others. So let's see what is meant by this efficiency and effectiveness in terms of management. So efficiency means getting the most output from the least amount of inputs, doing things right, concerned with means or ways of getting things done. Okay, so we have seen in the previous slide the different amount of inputs or various inputs of the organization. So efficiency means getting the most output from the least amount of input so that we can say that is the efficient organization, right? Now effectiveness means do those work activities that will help the organization reach its goals. Then we can say that is the effectiveness. So doing the right things concern the end results of organizational goal achievement. That is means the effectiveness. So in another sense, the efficiency means getting work done with the minimum efforts, minimum expenses or waste. Means here we are using the resources like people, money, raw materials wisely and cost effectively. Means we are doing the efficiently, working efficiently in the organization. Means using the resources wisely and cost effectively. Effectiveness accomplishes the tasks that help fulfill the organizational objectives. So to fulfill the organizational objectives, what is required? To make the right decisions and successfully carry them out to accomplish the organizational goal. Then we can say that there is a effectiveness. Okay. So this diagram shows that the resource usage and goal attainment means the efficiency and effectiveness. So efficiency means the well utilization of the resources, means low waste, means management strives for low resource waste means high efficiency. Effectiveness means it ends with the goal attainment, means we are achieving the high attainment, means the high goal attainment means high effectiveness. Okay, so then we can say the high efficiency when there is a low resource waste, means the better utilization of your resources of the organization. Then we can say that is a efficiency, high efficiency of the organization. When there is a goal attainment, high goal attainment means high effectiveness of the organization to attain the goal, high attainment. Okay, so understood efficiency and effectiveness in the management. Now let's see what are the different management functions. So there are various management functions, but the main management functions categorized into four like planning, organizing, leading and control. These are the four main functions. Okay, let's see one by one. Planning. So in the planning function, what the managers have to do is first of all define the goals. Now after defining the goals, they have to plan or to establish the strategies for achieving those goals. Okay. Then develop a plan to integrate and coordinate the activities. So this function comes under the plan. Means how to first define the goals, set the goals, then establish the strategies for achieving that goals, write down the certain plans, scheduling, coordinate that activities. All these are related to the planning. Means after defining or setting the goals, how to achieve them, we have to plan that activities. That comes under the planning function. Now next function is organizing. So after planning, we have to determine what tasks are to be done, who is to do them, how tasks are to be grouped, who reports to whom, where decisions are to be made. Means in the planning we have decided the goals. To achieve that goals, we have to organize the people, organize the task. Okay, so we have to determine the certain things under the organizing function. Means we have to group the task into people, then decide who will be the leader of that team, who will be report to that leader, what are the team members, okay, where the decisions are to be made. So all arranging the task and other resources to accomplish the organizational goals comes under the organizing function. Next function is the leading function. In the leading function, the manager has to motivate the subordinates, then help resolve group conflicts, influence the individuals or teams as they work, select the most effective communication channel, deal with employee behavior issues. So in the previous function, in the organizing, we have decided the task, we have determined the groups, we have assigned the task among the people, right? So in the leading function, what they have to do, we have to motivate the subordinates. That is, if there is a leader, then we have to motivate their team members to influence the individuals or the teams as they work in a team. Okay, then select the most effective communication channels so that the people will work happily and effectively, efficiently, then deal with the employee behavior issues. So the things like hire, training of the people, motivate the people, all these are comes under the leading function of the manager. The next function is the controlling function. So in under the controlling function, the manager has to monitor the activities performance. They compare the actual performance with the set goals. They evaluate the activities performance whether things are going as planned. Correct any disturbance to get work back on track and achieve the set goals. So, under the controlling, the manager has to ensure all activities are accomplished as planned. So in the previous planning function, we have decided the goals, decided the plan. In the organizing function, they have distributed the task, distributed the human resources related to the task. In leading function, they are leading or managing the people under that team members. And in controlling function, they have to ensure that all activities are accomplished as planned. So these are the four major functions of the management: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Thank you.